Hi. Today's video is nothing to do with wrestling or talking about any um, thing about my universe mode. Nothing to do with ranting about 2K22. Um, Today's video is a discussion about the mass shooting that happened in Texas. It wasn't that long ago that, I forget where it was, I apologize, that there was a shooting in a grocery store. I don't want to guess what state it was in. I haven't come prepared with anything to write down. And I didn't know if I should make this video because I'm not well educated on everything here. But I wanted to make this video for myself to put out there to everyone else, but mostly for myself to remind myself of how I feel in this situation. Something is wrong with how we're dealing with the gun control. And I come from a family who believes in the Second Amendment, and I do too. You know, you have to protect it. Absolutely, I understand that. But something is broken and it's not working. It is devastating to see how many shootings keep happening around the world. And I'm here in Chicago. I don't watch the news. It's always disappointing. It's always upsetting. But, you know, sometimes my home YouTube shows me when mass shootings happen. They tell me, you know, recommended videos to watch. I saw one about I don't even know if it was 2 weeks ago. It feels like a week and a half ago that there was a mass shooting that I think it was about 10 African Americans were killed. And then I'm just texting my friend and she tells me about, you know, how kids were killed in an elementary school. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was thinking, like, what, 3 kids? I go on YouTube today and I find out 20 kids, I believe it was 20 kids were killed, and 2 teachers. What we're doing is not working. And let me backtrack a little bit. I apologize. When I heard about that and I saw the videos of, you know, parents, people just being around the outside, holding hands, hugging, sobbing, you have to put yourself in that position. I'm 26. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. But I can't even imagine how I would feel as a parent, just knowing it's a normal day. My kid's going to school, I'm at work, and then all of a sudden, I get a phone call from someone at school saying that that my child has been murdered. I instantly feel like I'm like, you tell me this is a stupid, cruel joke. That's not funny. And they're like, Mr. Rock, I apologize to let you know that this is no joke. I can't begin to describe how I would feel in that situation. Would I sob? Or would I just fall to my hands and knees on the floor? Knowing, because A lot of parents would put their self out there to protect their child. But when you don't even get that choice, you don't even get the chance to do that because someone just went to your kid's school and shot up the place and you didn't know, you couldn't have done anything. But there's probably some part of you that just thinks, look, I could have done something. I could have done something. If I knew, I would have called my son off sick or something. Son or daughter, you know. Just imagine, and not even just imagine for a mass shooting for school, for your kids. Think about just anyone. Clearly, what we're doing is not working right now. Again, I'm not educated on what we can do, but there are people higher up than me that know that there is a problem with the way that we're dealing with our gun control, and they're not doing anything about it. I wish I would have educated myself to come on here to sound real super smart, but I want you to know that even a person, like I guess that maybe feels a little bit more special, I guess, that an uneducated person like myself knows that there's a problem. You know, we're you know, having problems with freaking Russia and whatnot. But our main enemy right now, it feels like, is inside America itself. That is a bold statement that I just made there. And I understand that some people may hate my view for saying that. But look at where we are. We've always had crime. That's never going to stop. Okay? As ridiculous as crime is, it's not going to stop. But it's like back to back, we just had mass shootings. Something has to change. I don't know what. I don't know if we do back checks on people, on their mental capability. Can you handle a gun? You know, your depression. You know, are you dealing with depression? Are you taking medication for depression? Then maybe you shouldn't have one. Sorry, but, you know, who's to say that things like this could happen if you just get the wrong state of mind? And I get it. That probably sounds like that this isn't the right word, but outing people. Yeah, I kind of have to. And just think of the weapon. That if you've seen the weapon the guy had, I don't think it was a machine gun. I don't know. I'm not very good with naming the guns. AK-47 or whatever. I don't know. You find this shit on Grand Theft Auto. But the weapon that the guy used, why are we selling that? Why is that necessary? Can't you just sell a regular pistol? Again, I don't own a gun. I'm uneducated in this stuff, really. But a regular pistol itself is enough to kill a man. Why are we selling big time weapons? It's just heartbreaking to see all this stuff. I try to avoid watching this stuff as much as I can because it's very depressing to see the world we live in at times. But it's just, you know, when you go on YouTube and you see something like that, you want to scroll through it, but at the same time, you're like, oh God, what next? Hit the video and you watch it and you're just like, how can this be? How does someone get so far down to want to do that? How does someone go out there with a thought process, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a life today and fuck my own. I don't care if I die. I'll do it myself or something. I don't know. How does someone get to that mental state of mind? How do you do that? How do you get there? Maybe, I don't know, because like I've been bullied when I was a kid. I never felt that far. Maybe, I don't know. Right now I'm rambling, but something has to be done, because whatever we're doing is not working. I think that this thing just gets me is that I pictured myself as a parent getting that call, getting this information. It's ridiculous. And I'm not a good enough actor to fake the emotion that I'm going through right now. I'm alive. My day's gonna be fine. I've got a short day of work. I've got time to mess around, enjoy my life. But other people are gone. I can give my condolences to the family. I don't know them. What does it matter? I just want to say again, we had 2 shootings, pretty much almost back to back. What we're doing is not working. And it's always a shame that you feel more saddened when this happens to kids. At least in my opinion, I think it's more. It's a shame that we get more upset when it happens to kids than we do when it comes to adults. But perhaps maybe that's because the child hasn't gotten to live its life really. I just want this to stop. What's happening is not working. So I don't know what needs to be done. But whatever is being done isn't working. So people have to go to the drawing board and figure out how to get more control over the gun violence. Because what they're doing is not working. People are dying. And it's not like, I turn on the news of Chicago and I just see about 2 people dead here, 1 person is dead over on that street. We're talking about mass shootings that are happening all in one location. Now, I'm not saying 2 people dying is better than 10. It's not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just saying that I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I got off topic a little bit. But it just feels so different when it's all in one location. And the worst part that I found out is that this is supposed to be the kids, They were just supposed to go to school, and then today was going to be their last day at school before they go for summer break. I just imagine how the kids are feeling. How scared they must be to actually feel like they should go back to school. Imagine the teachers. How scared they must be to go back to that school, knowing what happened. How do you cope with that? How do you do it? It's difficult. I can't picture myself back as a kid if that would happen to me. I just can't, because I don't know how I would feel. I'd feel sad for the families, absolutely. But how would I feel as a kid knowing that I'd have to go back to that school? It's not the school's fault. We shouldn't go out there and say, well, the school needs better protection. You know, we need metal detectors or whatnot. Really? How about we start looking at the problems that's on the outside and not how can the school avoid it? There's a problem with our system. I'm not saying that people are going to say, well, use metal detectors and everything. That guy came from the outside. He wasn't a student on the inside. Some high school senior. Why would that guy do that? He was about to graduate high school probably this year, I would assume. And then he can get on with his life. I'm not sure what kind of person he was. I don't know if he got bullied or whatever, but it's like, to do that? Why? Why would you do that? Families are mourning, sobbing, crying, and think about the ones that aren't showing their emotions because they don't know how to feel. They don't know how to cry. They're broken. Those are the people that I fear for, because sometimes you need to cry, and it's okay. But there are people out there who know it's okay, but yet they can't get it out of their system, and it's being held inside because they don't know when they're going to break down to have that cry. I feel for those people, because all it does is it builds up rage and anger inside of you at times. I didn't mean for this to be that long of a video, but it's just when I get started talking, unfortunately sometimes I have a bad habit of not knowing when to shut up. But this is a discussion that needs to be had, and I'm hoping that people who are more educated than me about gun control should contact the people to do something. How much longer can this go on? Again, crime happens. I don't want to use the phrase terrorism because I'm uneducated and I don't want to say that word if I don't know what it means. But this is an attack from inside our own country. there are mass shootings happening still to this day. When people see the loss and the pain that families feel, how can people just go out there and do that? I don't know. But that's why we need more gun control. We need to do something. Because again, what we're doing is not working. Sorry. It's just, it's upsetting because my day's fine. And I should be grateful for that, right? I mean, I am. But it's just, why does this stuff keep happening? That's what I want to know. And it something has to change, because whatever's going on, whatever that, if they're doing any back checks, whatever they're doing, I'm sorry, it's not working. I'm not saying remove the Second Amendment at all. I would never say that. It's just ridiculous how, what's going on. We need to stop the I'm sorry for the families, my condolences, a moment of silences. We have to stop just sitting and being like, oh, this is not my family. At least I'm okay. Feel bad for them, but what can I do? There's plenty that you can do. There's plenty I could do. And I would like to say that I'm going to find a way to do something, but I have no idea where to start. And I have no idea if I'd actually be committed or have the balls to stand up, to speak out against the higher ups up there. I don't know where to start. That's just my honest confession. I'd like to say here that I would do everything in my power, but the truth of the matter is, tomorrow, I'll wake up smiling, ready to start my day, ready for anew, to make out plans that I won't get to, clean my room, I'll get distracted by something. Tomorrow will be a new day, and it'll be like this never happened. At least on my end. That's my honest confession, is that as much as I'd like to say that I will do something, I don't know if I actually would. Because today it affects me. Because I pictured myself in that situation. Tomorrow, will it affect me? I don't know. Again, today I go into work. I have to wear a smile. I have to pretend that I'm okay. After that, I'll probably be okay. And it's okay to be okay, but at the same time, I just hate the fact that eventually I'm going to feel like just another day. And my one friend that I was talking to, she lives in Texas. So she's going into work today for the first time with her new job. How do you go into, I don't know, it's hard. How do you go into work that day just feeling like, especially being in that state? It's one thing for me to be here in Illinois and just go to work and be like, all right, we're gonna work, we're gonna, you know, keep pushing through or whatever. But she's in the state. Now, I'm not gonna say that I fear for her safety. I don't right now because I'm sure she's gonna be fine. Not to say that I don't care about her, it's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm sure she's gonna be fine. I'm not one of those people who likes to think that, oh, well, what if scenario. That's not really how I roll. But you just go in there and I just picture that there's gonna be sad faces and everything with her job. People who might talk to her about something like this. I don't know. I guess I just picture that part in my mind about what people are gonna be feeling in Texas. I'll end with this because I'm just talking too much and I was just expecting this to be a 10-minute video. But I didn't realize how emotional I was going to get talking to all of you here, to the point I almost started breaking down and crying myself. We need to do better. And I want to remember this feeling. I want to remember that I want to try to do something. I'm not sure where to start looking or what to do, but I want to say that I would love to do something about it. Because this is too much. We have had 2 mass shootings back to back pretty much. One over, a racial attack. And one just killing kids. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful to America. It's upsetting for the families, but it's upsetting because when you think about it, that kid who went and shot all those other kids, he had a family too, I'm sure. They're grieving for his loss, but also this at the same time I would feel like they're disgusted. It's like, how is that my boy? How is that my son? I don't know if he had a mother or if his parents are still alive. I don't know anything about him. But that's how I look at things. There's loss on both sides, and everybody's grieving. There needs to be a change. Because again, what is happening right now, how we're handling all this, it's not working. And we can do better. We have to. Not we can. We have to do better. So I don't know who we have to talk to. And I'm going to try to remember this feeling. Because I want to remember that I'm an American and I have never really taken a step like this before. Because I keep myself out of the news and whatnot. And this isn't about politics. This isn't about Democrats versus Republicans. This is about, doing what's right for human beings. So stop feeling like that people are going to try to take away your Second Amendment, because there are ways to do better here. Because again, what we're doing is not working. Something has to change, because right now it's going nowhere. This will continue to keep happening until we do something about it, to try, at least try. That's all I'm asking for, is to show some effort that you're trying to change things for the better. Because President Biden and everyone else in the White House can't do it alone. There's got to be other people in there that have to put in, some type of work. I don't know how it works, so I may have just guesstimated there. But what we're doing is not working. It needs to stop. It needs to change. And we need support from the gun owners themselves, who see that something is not working, and they say, God damn, this has got to stop. This has got to change. I got to step up and support these people as well. Because that's when you know that it's real. I'm sure there are gun owners out there that probably themselves that see that things are not working, and they realize that things have to change. So I don't want to out anyone and say that people aren't doing their part. Because the more we speak up about this, the more that we keep talking about this, the more that people will be, I don't want to say pressured, but that's the word that comes off my mind right now, will be pressured into doing something about it. This is not usually me. I don't really like to talk about topics like this. Again, I'm uneducated, and it's random from my channel for me to talk about things like this. I'd much rather be playing video games and talking about, how much I don't like, WWE 2K22. But I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. But when I saw this, I just felt I wanted to speak up and say something. This isn't a channel where we cover news, or, politics. You know that. You know what my channel is like. So for me to make a video like this is rare. My heart and thoughts go out to the families that have been affected by this from all over the world. Because just think about this one too, okay? Not only does it affect the families of Texas, but Echo wanted to tell me that I have a gift or something. But it also affects the people around every state, maybe even people across the globe. It affects them, because now they're thinking, holy shit, can I send my own kid to school? Should I call my kid off sick? And I don't know, man. Just, if you're watching this video, you have to think about those things. You have to think about how you would feel if you lost your kid. And like I did, painting a picture, step by step, what would happen. You need to do that too. You need to think about what would happen if it was your own son or daughter. And then, I'm not saying that you'll be able to experience what the family is experiencing, because you can't. I can't. We've all suffered loss before. Maybe some of you who watch this video will have suffered loss from a physical attack from, you know, from someone who got murdered in your own family. I don't know, I'm just saying something. Anyways, I should just end this video. The videos that I make like this, they're not for anyone out there. I make videos for me, to have fun with my YouTube channel. This is a video for me, but also a message to people out there. Because it has to stop. And I'm not, you know, I'm not a little kid who's gonna think, oh, crime will go away. No, crime is a part of life, and unfortunately it doesn't go away. But the mass shootings have to stop, and if we did something, would they stop? I don't know. But I do know that what is happening is not working, and we have to get more strict on the gun control. Because this is not okay. Things need to change. I want them to change for the better. And I'm hoping that this can be the last straw. Because people are upset, but more importantly than that, people out there are fed up. They're disgusted, they're angry about how often that we're hearing about mass shootings. It's not okay, it's never been okay. But when is the last straw before we do something? Maybe hopefully now is the time. I wanted to thank everyone here who's watched this video all the way through. I didn't intend for it to be this long. But when I'm talking about a sensitive subject like this, it's hard for me to just stop talking. There were moments where I had to just compose myself because it affects me greatly. Emotionally, it affects me. And I can't begin to put myself in the family's position. I have no illusions that this will get, grand views, likes, or more subscribes. I have no illusions of that. Again, this video has been made for me personally to get out my own message about my emotions and my feelings about the whole situation out there. But if it did make a difference to somebody out there who says, man, this guy's right, even if it's just one person, I look at things like that. Even if I touch one person in a way with some of my videos to make them smile, laugh, or even think to themselves with a video like this, like, holy shit, yeah, things have to change, that's a win. But I'm not looking to win. This isn't some, wrestling match. I was gonna say this isn't a fight, but maybe it has to be. Maybe we have to turn this into a fight to do better. So I want things to change for the better. Because plenty of Americans are fed up. They're sick and tired of always hearing about the mass shootings. We don't want to hear any more about it. We want things to change for the better. And they need to change. So, I ask those of you who may, just maybe, see this video, who are more educated than me on this, please help take a stand. Because I want to try. I don't know where to look, but I want to start looking to do something. Because I just feel like I can't sit idly by anymore. That I need to do something. Will one person make a difference? I don't know. But I know that we should try. Thank you for watching. And again, I apologize that this video was so long. I was only planning on recording for about 10 to 12 minutes because I'm uneducated on this stuff. I know nothing about it. But it affects people emotionally. And it's time that we stop pretending that it's not real and stop pretending that there aren't ways that we can do something, because we can. There have to be ways that we can do something. So thank you all, and let us try to enjoy the rest of our day as best as possible. I may recommend a funny cat video. I apologize, that was inappropriate for the discussion that we're talking about. There's no time for jokes. But just, it's a day to remember to appreciate the loved ones that you have in your life. Because as much as I feel you shouldn't live your life in fear of what could happen, but just hold on to those who you have and remember they're still alive today and that you want them to know how special they are in your life. Thank you very much, and again, I apologize for this video being this long. I'm going to end it right now. I'm not going to ask you to comment, subscribe, like the video. That's not what this video is about. Not about views or anything like that. This is just a message from me to all of you. Thank you very much for watching. And again, I hope you can try to enjoy the rest of your day.